Helios, the living embodiment of the sun, shines as one of the most enduring and majestic figures in Greek mythology. Every morning, he rises from the far eastern edge of the world, climbing into his golden chariot drawn by 4 fire-breathing horses, Pyrois, Eos, Aethon, and Phlegon. With his radiant crown casting light across the heavens, he begins his daily journey across the sky, his eyes witnessing all that unfolds beneath him. As the sun itself, Helios is more than a god. He is the ever-watchful eye of heaven, the source of light, life, and truth. He is the son of the Titans Hyperion and Theia, brother to Selene, the moon, and Eos, the dawn. Together, they form the celestial family that governs the natural order of day and night. While later myths would shift the role of sun god to Apollo, in the oldest traditions Helios was the true master of the sun, and his presence was not symbolic, it was literal. He was the sun. The world turned under his gaze, and none could hide from his light. Yet even a god of such vast power was not immune to sorrow. One of the most well-known tales involving Helios is the tragic story of his son, Phaeton. Phaeton, born of a mortal woman, sought proof of his divine heritage. He approached Helios and asked to drive the sun chariot for a single day. Bound by a sacred oath, Helios reluctantly agreed. But the task proved too great. The horses sensed the uncertainty of their new driver, and the chariot veered wildly, rising too high and scorching the heavens, then diving too low and setting the earth ablaze. Mountains burned, rivers dried, humanity cried out. To save the world, Zeus struck Phaeton down with a thunderbolt, and his body fell into the river Eridanus. Helios mourned his son bitterly, and even the sun itself seemed to dim for a time. It is a tale of cosmic power misused, and the tragic cost of reaching beyond one's limits. Helios also appears in Homer's Odyssey, where his sacred cattle graze on the island of Thrinacia. Odysseus and his crew are warned not to touch them, for Helios holds them dear. But hunger drives the men to disobedience. They slaughter the cattle while Odysseus sleeps. Enraged, Helios demands vengeance from Zeus, threatening to withdraw his light and take it to the underworld. Zeus complies, sending a storm that drowns the crew and destroys the ship. Only Odysseus survives. In this tale, Helios emerges not only as a force of nature but as a divine judge, demanding respect for sacred boundaries. Though later eclipsed by Apollo in popular worship, Helios remained deeply revered, especially in places like Rhodes, where he was honored as the chief deity. The famous Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, was erected in his name. It stood over 100 feet tall, a beacon of divine brilliance and civic pride, watching over the harbor like the sun itself. Helios is not a distant or impersonal force. He is ever-present, his light touching every corner of the earth. In mystical traditions, he becomes a symbol of divine truth, of clarity that reveals and purifies. In magic and philosophy, his name is invoked as a guide through darkness, as a flame that reveals the hidden paths of the soul. He is the constant traveler, the eternal observer, the great illuminator of gods and mortals alike. In his rising, there is promise. In his setting, there is memory. And in his blazing path across the sky, there is a reminder that nothing, no secret, no action, no lie, can remain hidden forever. Helios sees all. Helios endures.